We're coming for day 2 on the free-to-play account. I'm literally 24 hours into playing this account. And that's with me being like out yesterday evening as well. So I wasn't on it like 24/7. But I've played it a decent amount for the last 24 hours. I'm going to show you where I am against my initial goals. Yeah, my kind of short-term goals. And then how that then breeds into what I'm doing next. And really want to show you how quickly you can get progressed in this game, because in one day, I feel like I've smashed a load of stuff out already. So here we go. 24 hours in. Level 27, 61k power in 24 hours. I've managed to save up so far 545 gems. Another 250 gems. I'm unlocking masteries on my main champion, my main starter champ. I am already cruising up to bronze 2 in the arena, but kind of like one win, really. Maybe we'll do it straight away. Are we one win away from bronze 3? And don't forget what I said yesterday. Every time you go up another tier, you get another bunch of percent of stats. Also, you get more medals for your wins. Just refresh the page, and all of these look like terrible fights. So we're going to leave that for now. I have been punching on through my missions. So you can see here, I've just beaten another one up. And we can kind of push on and just do a couple more. What I'm trying to do is get to these 300 gems as quickly as I can. And there's not really anything stopping me other than, you know, just kind of stopping for a second and thinking, right, can I just go ahead and do the next thing? So all of these missions, I've just been working my way through them. And as I said yesterday, it's kind of like a good gauge of where you should be. I've got to the point now where I get a pretty decent top up of energy per refill. So it's not such a disaster to collect things like the refill packs. I've still got my refill pack ready to go from the tournament. I've got my speed gear here as well. I'm going to grab that right now. 5-star speed gear. Pray to RNG that that's going to be good. And I'm currently sitting in second spot. Parang out. Grrr, damn you. Totally beat me right now. I want to still take this first spot. I've got another 19 hours. I'm going to keep cracking on and seeing if I can just bridge that gap. Honestly, though, the shard versus the gems at this stage, both are good. Both are good. I'd take first or second. The main reason why I would kind of like this shard is because I've started the account when there's an event running. And this is something that's really important. Don't just pull your shards every single second that you get them. Think to yourself for a second. This game runs shard events a lot. Like every weekend, sometimes during the week. But you pretty much want to be saving for the event that I'm in right now, where it says ×2 chance of pulling epic and legendary champions. So at the moment, it's only running for Ancients, but every 2 weeks, it swaps to Ancients, Voids, Sacreds. Yeah, and the portal will always go the color of the event. So I am going to pull these Ancient Shards over this first weekend playing the game. We're going to try and get a couple more before we do it, because I might get myself some good epics that I can just invest in really early. So this is actually a really good time to pull Ancient Shards. And you'll normally find there's an event running alongside these things as well, where you can gain extra juicy bonus stuff. It won't happen whilst you're in your novice tournament, though. So if there was if you're kind of coming in a different setup to what I am, then you might find that you've got a shard event alongside it where you can get some extra stuff. Challenges, I've kind of been pushing on. I've nearly got this one done for another rare book. I've kind of on part 2 of 5, couple more to do here. Part 5 of 10. And I've just been gaining like books and a couple of shards and stuff. I might try and get this one done before the end of the weekend so I can get myself this extra shard for the shard pool. But pretty much just been pushing through and getting some of those done. Let's pick up that speed gear and see if we got anything good. I've already got it. Okay, let's have a look. Come on. Speed boots is what I would like to see. I've got some boots. Right, let's see. Basically, what do I want from speed gear? I want speed substat rolls. That's pretty much it. Speed maybe with accuracy at this level, because most people need accuracy to do their jobs. But speed gear alongside lifesteal gear will be your early game kind of main focus. So we have got, let's just move me a second. Resistance and crit damage. Trash. That's a terrible piece of gear. We've got defense percent and resistance. Very average piece of gear. We've got HP percent with crit rate. It's okay. It's hard to get the good main stats on the gloves, the boots, and the chests. So it's okay. But again, no speed, no accuracy. If there was like a reroll thing in this game, right now I'd be considering a reroll. And then I got flat attack on the boots. This is probably the worst set of speed gear I've ever got from a novice tournament. Damn, that's a bad start. I do have Gaelic now rocking 3 pieces of lifesteal gear. So I've got my 2 login pieces. And you see I've rolled my boots up to 16 already. Speed, speed, speed. I wanted those level 16 boots as soon as possible. And the other bits I've kind of rolled up for a good amount. These gloves I got from Dragon, nice and early. 5-star gloves with some speed and crit rate. So I've thrown them on him. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea. If I had a lifesteal piece for one of these top sections, I would put it on. And maybe I'll go and farm one soon. Because that would give me a full lifesteal set, which means I can start to heal up as I'm doing damage. That will help you progress through stuff like campaign pretty damn quick. One of my first goals was to get Gaelic to level 50 as soon as I could. He's at level 49, basically there. And look at this. Fully booked Gaelic, 24 hours into the game, basically level 50. So, and also actually I can do a bit of Ascension as well, which gives him more stats. So we kind of got to a point where my Gaelic is getting strong for a 5-star, for a level 50 champion. If you look at his overall stats, we've got an okay amount of speed, we've got an okay amount of attack, and we've got a little bit of crit rate and crit damage going. So he's starting to get to the point where he can muscle his way through stuff, and that's really how I've been able to push on to get stage 6 almost across the board on all the keeps, 5 or 6 on all of the keeps. I pushed up to stage 6 on Ice Golem and left it there. I farmed some Dragon because there's an event running on Dragon right now, but I'm farming stage 7 on Dragon already, and I've not tried the other 2 yet. I think I'm probably a little bit low for those in terms of like support champions. Faction Wars, I've been in there already, literally from day 1, and I beat up stage 5 comfortably. I can still keep going on this. So this is the type of stuff that you should be doing right from day 1, just getting as many resources in as you can. I've just joined a clan, so today I will hit clan boss a bit later on. I've been pushing my way through normal campaign. See, I've 3-starred now everything. Since I got to the point where I could just 3-star it easy as a team, I went and started 3-starring everywhere. And I've kind of got to these last few sections now. I probably need a little bit more power. It's close, but I probably need a little bit more power to do these last few 3-starred. So all I'm going to try and do, see if I can just burn my way through normal campaign using my kind of goon squad. And I'll show you champions in a minute. I've basically fed everyone. I fed everyone to get Gaelic to level 5-star as soon as I could. Because I just wanted to get my power up on my main champion as soon as I possibly could. I've got to admit though, Gaelic compared to the other starters, I can feel he is weaker. Like in terms of trying to blow up waves and stuff, I can feel that he is a weaker champion than certainly a Kale or an Aethel that I've tried before, or an Elhain. Just struggles to get the work done compared to what I've seen before. So are we going to beat this up? This is going to be tight. Probably not, actually. I don't have life still running yet, so I'm not healing for the damage that I do. It's going to crack me in the face. So there's a little bit more work to be done there just to take down normal campaign. I think I could probably do it, though. I'm not far off. And probably the main thing I need to do is just put that extra life steal piece of gear on Gaelic so that he heals for the damage that he's doing, or percentage of the damage that he's doing. Once I've done that, I then get an easy run on campaign for like the next kind of chunk, and I get a few rewards as well. So it is worth putting some time into try and fast forward it. You'll see as well, I'm like close to another 50 gems here from campaign. So I've been picking up the rewards along the bottom here as I go, which has been really helpful as well. So things are kind of moving on pretty nicely. At level 27, I'm getting close to the Forge. The Forge is like an insanely strong center of gear for champions. So this is something I really want to unlock. Okay, we're up to bronze 3 in the arena. All you want to do is just keep looking for the easy wins. Pick off the easy fights first, and then decide if you want to fight at all anymore on that page. If it looks too tight in terms of your opponent, just leave that page, come back to the arena in a minute. But you do find now and then you just get these pages where you get 3 or 4 easy hits. Just do those. The arena takes quite a long time to fill up your hits, so don't worry yourself about needing to do all 10 hits straight away in a row. Do 3 or 4, go and do something else, come back to it, and you'll be fine. We're just gonna, I need to knock 5 wins in a row to do my next mission. So all of this is good. It's also giving me medals towards my first Great Hall upgrade, which I'll show you. It needs to go into attack percent. The weird thing with this game is it kind of pushes you with missions and challenges towards putting people in, towards upgrading, attacking your Great Hall, towards putting people in attack percent boots, all of these silly things where actually they are suboptimal decisions to make. So once you've made those first couple of kind of moves because the missions push you in that way, then you want to start following proper guides around how to do things like your Great Hall and your missions. See here, we're cracking for a few more. Get someone up to rank 4. I think I've got someone that I can do straight away once I've leveled a couple of these dudes. And that's what I've been doing, really. I've just been prepping to work my way through some of these missions quick. Because my next big goal is to get my starter hero up to 60, I can start pushing other people higher levels. And even though they're not going to be with me for a long time, I've still got a bit of gear on them. They're still going to help me progress through, you know, various bits of campaign and stuff whilst they're getting leveled themselves. That's another one there. We just crunch up. Ice Golem Peak, stage 2 or higher. Well, I've already done stage 6, so we can just farm up a couple more items here. I mean, most of the work gets done really by your starter champion on this early stuff. Like, I've got a bit of gear on Sniper. I've got a bit of gear on this dog. And most of my main gear is sitting on Gaelic here. And as long as you've got, you know, half decent stuff, which you should have got anyway. Remember we showed you like all of the stuff that was coming from the starter gear that you get is all strong enough to deal with this stuff at this sort of level. As long as you've put it on there and you've leveled it up sort of 8+, then you should be able to just get the job done. Don't let me down. Don't let me down for the video, my friend. You're making yourself look silly. There we go. And pop. So we get one good piece, actually. That's actually a good piece for the account at the moment. It's not a piece that's going to be leveled to 16, though. But it's an okay piece to put on someone just to get the job done. And then basically I just replay it a couple of times, get that mission done, and then I keep moving on. So far, I've just been battling my way through the arena, punching up the levels. I'm actually getting really close to Bronze 4. And I remember when people deemed Arena to be very broken and it was very hard, getting to Silver 1 was incredibly tough. Incredibly tough. So my initial observation, 2 days in, and it could change, is that Arena is not in as bad a state as it has been. I know that it's hard. I know that it's hard to kind of progress through the arena, but as long as you get the fundamentals of champion builds in a decent place, I think Arena is not as bad as it has been. Let's just hold it there. So yeah, I'm cracking through these missions as well, which is cool. I'm getting loads more resources coming in. The account really, for 1 day in, is feeling pretty strong. And that's without investing any kind of effort into some of the other champions. I've still got some extra energy pots waiting to go. Upgrade 1 place in the Great Hall. Let's do that right now. Got my first chunk. You should just invest it in magic. Like if you're using your starter champion as your main damage dealer, they are going to ask you soon to say to do 3 attack-based Great Hall development areas. So do your main starter champions first and then do the other 2, depending on any champions that you've pulled. Keep these moving and grab this, and then we're getting closer again to getting some extra gems. This gets a lot harder though for the next stage on Arena. An absolute bomb of knowledge on you right now. Sometimes you could get to a point where you do a big ability like we just saw, and you might want to just kind of save abilities. Now what you can do, you can press this little button in the bottom left behind my head. Hold on, let me just move myself. You can press this little button here. It says auto. And actually what that does is it stops the game running on auto. It can be the most clutch thing you've ever done, because running auto all the time is insanity. Sometimes you just got to be like, you know what? I'm going to pick the opponent this time because I don't want this dude staying alive. And I want to make sure that when I get to the boss, I've got my biggest ability available. So this is how you can beat harder content. If you're like, I am struggling to get past this, I cannot see a way past this piece of content, I'll tell you what you do. You take auto off, you take it on manual, and then when you get to the hard piece of the content, you've actually got abilities up that you want to use. and then you can just clear out some of the trash, and you're just going to have a better chance of winning the fight. I'm going to save her death for my friend here, or because I knew that I've got this ability coming up, and in that way I've just got more hits on the boss. You see what happens if I didn't do this on manual? I'd probably still be sitting here crying into my milk, wondering why I can't beat this level. But there you go. Campaign on normal is dead. 24 hours into playing. Oh, hello, Arbiter. Welcome. We're going to get a few goodies, including a Void Shard. I'm not going to pull the Void Shard yet. It doesn't make sense for me to do that. I'll wait until there's an event around Void Shards to do that. But there you go. We can now progress tons more again. That's just cool. So it means I can punch my way. Oh, she's got some gems as well. Beautiful. I can punch my way further through campaign. I'm going to get at least to Palace of Aravia on hard. And there I could stop for a little while and just farm up some speed gear. Or I could get myself to this lifesteal one and farm up some lifesteal gear. It's still pretty low level, but it's better than what I've got right now. But because we're on fresh territory, we get a fresh group of rewards at the bottom here. We get more points for the tournaments, the novice tournament, so I can keep pushing, trying to win that. And obviously, I'm leveling champions as I go, leveling up my food, so that I'm moving towards my first main goal, which is 6-starring this green beast. There you go, guys. That is day 2 wrapped up. And the biggest takeaway from day 2 is you can press auto again and turn it on to manual. Unbelievable. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.